Good morning and welcome to The Wannabe Chef, and I'm definitely the Wannabe Chef. But today I'm kind of thinking I might be a patient as well. My guest today is Dr. Jeff Brown from Val Valley Medical Center.
Kirk, how are you today?
Pretty good. Hey, I'm scared. You know, they never tell me who the guests are. I never know what I'm doing. I see a bunch of strange stuff up here, and then you have a stethoscope on. I see you're a doctor. Is there something I need to know, Doc?
Well, the first thing is I'm a pediatrician, so
okay.
Unless you're under 18, I can't help you.
Are you saying I don't look 18? Do I need to get some?
A little over 18, so unless you're under 18, I can't help you.
Well, fantastic.
If you have any kids, I could help them, but I don't think it's going to work for you, man.
Well, I got two little rugrats that we can start sending your way.
All
now,
right.
You are here on behalf of Val Valley Medical Center,
Right.
vvmc.com. Check them out. Great hospital, great volunteer program. They're always looking for volunteers for their different departments. But we want to teach people different ways to cook, different things to cook
Right.
while they're here in the Valley. And I see different languages in front of me here on chips and on some kind of drink. And what am I making today?
We are going to make a Puerto Rican version of paella.
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 Okay, and what is exactly a paella?
Paella is, did you go to cooking school?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
The name of the show is Wannabe
Oh,
Chef.
wannabe.
Yeah,
okay, because you got your name on the shirt.
Everything
there,
about me is fake.
Okay. So paella is a base of chicken, rice, sausage, and then seafood.
Really?
Yeah, and typically paella, I think it probably originated in Spain. If you go to Spain, they use a paella pan like this.
So this is a true paella pan.
It's a true paella pan. Okay. If you were in Spain, they would cook it like this.
Okay.
Now in the Caribbean, where they tend to cook more of Creole food,
right.
they're very finicky about their rice.
Okay.
So what you do is you cook the rice base, and then you put the seafood over the top.
Really?
Because when you cook the rice like this...
So kind of like our red beans and rice. The rice always goes on the bottom and all the stuff goes... Okay, good, got it.
Because if you cook the rice like this, very hard to get it right.
Okay.
Either undercook it or overcook it.
So is that what we're doing today, or are we doing it the simple way?
We're doing it the Puerto Rican way.
Thank goodness.
We're doing it the Puerto Rican way.
All right, so what's the first step I need to do to get our Puerto Rican paella started? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the first thing is, if you go to Puerto Rico and you're driving around, typically what you'll see is there'll be like a homemade sign. It'll say Coco Frio.
Coco Frio?
And what that is, there'll be a big freezer, usually an old freezer, kind of white, rusty, and there's a guy there. And you'll stop, and he'll take out a green coconut, and he'll take his machete, cut off the top, stick a straw in it, and you can drink the coconut milk.
So you got fresh coconut milk.
So we don't have that, but for you and me today, I brought a siege.
I mean, I got skills. I could get a knife and whack that off.
You can whack that off if you want.
I better just open it.
So this is coconut water.
I hate showing off on TV.
This is coconut water, and the common snack that people will eat in Puerto Rico are plantain chips with it.
Okay.
And the plantain is a green banana.
Okay.
And you want it green. If it's yellow, unlike regular bananas, it doesn't work as well.
It's done.
So these chips are thin-cut plantains, which are then cooked. So this would be a very common snack in Puerto Rico.
So we're going to snack on this, or we're going to make paella?
We're going to make paella.
Okay.
All right.
So I pour this in here?
No, you drink that.
Oh!
That's for us to drink. We're having a little snack while
got it. Okay, so
cheers, salute.
This is our relaxation time.
Exactly. What do you think?
I've never had coconut water before.
That's what it is.
So it's what, coconut shavings soaked in water? Or how?
No. Inside the coconut, if you have a green coconut.
Yeah, you got, green.
It's filled with water.
So it's not the milk yet.
It's, right. So
now I'm listening, sorry.
This is the coconut milk inside the coconut. So after you've had
very sweet, very sweet.
After you had it to drink, you take it back to the guy, he takes the machete, boom, cuts it in half, and get the meat out.
Got it.
With a green coconut, it's almost like coconut jello. Very soft, tender.
Right.
So that's a very common roadside snack.
So folks, there's your Puerto Rican lesson for today.
So now we're going to start with the paella. The key ingredient with paella is something called achiote oil. And the way you make achiote oil is you get, these are called annatto seeds.
Okay.
All right? Now,
Let me hold that up for the TV.
Yeah, all right.
For the camera.
I'll just show you.
Yeah, that's great.
This is what a few of these.
It looks like the fake bacon bits you get at Bacos, I guess is what they call those. So do I throw this in the pan? Or
No, don't do that.
Don't do anything. Okay.
I'm the doctor. You got to listen.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm getting prescribed today.
Right. I'm the doctor.
All right, got it.
So you take the annatto seeds, about a half cup of annatto seeds, cup of olive oil, and you cook it.
All right.
Not
Bring
too
it to
high.
a boil? Or?
No, you cook it, and you'll see the seeds start to pop.
Oh, okay.
The seeds start to
kind
pop.
of like popcorn.
And it imparts the orange color to the oil.
Okay.
And this is like a poor man's saffron.
Really?
Yeah. And I actually like the taste a little better than saffron. They're a little tricky to find, but once you find them, you make what's called achiote oil. So I don't know, can we flip the burner on?
Flip on the burner. Am I pouring this in?
We're gonna pour just
Half
a
of it?
little bit to start, about like that.
Okay.
And we use that as the base to cook a couple of our key ingredients, which is the pork sausage.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do real quick. We're going to take a fast commercial break. Once again, my guest is Chef, or
Don't
not
pour that
Chef,
in
Dr. Dr. Brown.
You know, you're the chef, I'm the doctor.
I'm the pretend chef.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're going to put it to our sausage. We're going to do our chicken. We're going to get it all started grilling up. But you got your great Puerto Rican lesson. I'm going to take a sip of my coconut
Cheers.
water
I
this break.
I could give you a toast my uncle Jajo taught me, but it's a little X-rated. Is this a family show?
Well, yes, it's a family show, so during the commercial break, I'm going to get a special
it's in
toast.
Spanish, though. It's in Spanish.
What? No, it still didn't work.
All
I love doctors. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back to The Wannabe Chef, and I am The Wannabe Chef, Kirk Keller. Got a great guest in the house today, and that is Dr. Jeff Brown from Bell Valley Medical Center, vvmc.com. Check him out. If you want to volunteer for the hospital, you can easily do that. Or if you have one of those situations that where you have to go to the emergency room, go by and see me out. But you're not in the emergency room, doctor. You're a pediatrician.
We have a full staff in the emergency room, but if there's a child who's particularly sick or complicated, our colleagues will call us down. We'll help evaluate if the baby, child, teenager needs to come in the hospital, we take over from there.
Right. Well, we've asked Dr. Brown today to come on the show because he loves Puerto Rican food, and we're making a Puerto Rican paella. Paella. Right? Okay.
Paella.
So I've got, looks like big pieces of chunky bacon.
That
or pork.
is salt pork.
Salt pork. John, I'm throwing
We're
this in
gonna
here.
render that down real quick.
And what do we throw in here pot already?
The achiote oil that we made with our annatto seeds.
Okay.
So
That's nice and hot. You
render
can hear
that
it.
down a little bit.
All right. So how long do we have to let this render?
You know, just until it kind of gets all the grease out of it. This is hardly a health mark item here today.
Well, I was going to say this doesn't look like one of the healthiest dishes in the world.
But it tastes good, though.
All right. So how'd you learn how to do this?
I have made many trips to Puerto Rico. We have some very good friends there, family friends. My father went to medical school with a guy who was his best friend.
Right.
He married
Ready
one.
to turn that down?
Yeah, you're the one who turned it up. Yeah, you can turn it down. He married one of
That's
their.
going good today.
He married one of their classmates, and they live in Puerto Rico. And we've made many trips there to visit them,
Right.
and have become very good friends. And so it's a 50-year friendship. Their kids and all of me and my siblings, we all grew up together, and.
Now, you know, a lot of people are scared of different foods from different cultures, primarily because they don't know what kind of taste, what kind of spice. What am I going to taste when I bite in this for the first time, Doc?
Puerto Rican food doesn't tend to be real spicy. It's more like Creole food.
Okay.
I think your one of your prior cooks is
It's got some flavor to it.
It's got a lot of flavor, but not necessarily real spicy.
So am I ready for the chicken?
You gotta let that cook down just a little bit
Okay,
here.
a little bit more,
Then we're
okay.
gonna actually take that out because we're might want to turn it up just a touch again.
Okay. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
I'm a
I
doctor.
know that's kind of rude to
I'm a
say,
doc-
but-
I'm a doctor,
Well, yeah,
man.
you're a doctor. You're not a
Trust,
chef.
trust me, I'm a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trust you. That's what I hear all my life.
Trust
Just
me.
trust me. I hear that all the time, but it smells great.
Yeah. The
It
achiote.
smells absolutely fantastic.
The achiote oil gives it a nice flavor.
Is that what's causing the popping? Is the achiote?
No, I think it's a little bit of the fat
just
in
the fat popping?
in the salt pork. So give that just a second
it's
more.
popping good.
It is popping good.
Yeah, we probably should have done this during the commercial break. Not that I doubt you, Doc, but you know, sometimes I do.
Am I running the show or you run the show?
Well, I don't know who's running the show.
I think you run the show. Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, now take. Do you have a plate we could put that on and take it out?
Sure
It's gonna
do.
be- gonna be pretty
I
hot.
hope I do. I usually
right.
have a plate over here.
Yeah. Or a bowl or
I got a
something.
bowl right
yeah,
there,
yeah.
down there.
All right, take that out of there now.
Take all the.
Take all that out because it's kind of rendered down. We gotten the fat out of it.
Okay.
And actually, I usually let that cool off and feed it to my dog. She loves it.
All right. So all we're wanting to do is just getting the fat
We want
off.
a little flavor
we don't
from the
actually.
salt pork.
Got it.
And this
Okay.
is just that little flavor and a little pork flavor. And
I'm not as confused as I was, but
you don't look too bad.
Okay.
You're doing all right.
I'm going to wash my
All
jacket
right.
now.
Now the next part is we're just gonna throw
the chicken in there?
Yeah.
I don't need to season chicken or anything.
No.
I just throw it in there
No,
just
that's
like it is.
Just do it like it is, man.
I don't need. I didn't need to marinate it last night or anything.
No. And the key part here is the chicken is gonna cook with the rice. So all we really need to do
Really?
now is brown it a little bit, give it a little bit of flavor.
So we're melding the flavors into the chicken.
Doesn't need to be cooked through because when it cooks through the rice, it'll cook thoroughly at that time.
Okay.
In fact, if anything, you want to leave it a little raw and not overcook it because then it gets kind of dry.
And you're sure about that?
I'm a doctor, man.
You're a doctor.
Did we clarify
Okay.
that yet?
Yeah, you told me that,
Okay,
but you know,
right.
doctors and cooks aren't exactly the same.
You don't have your
I thought-
insurance card on you, do you?
No, I don't have
This
my
might be a billable visit for me.
Wait a minute. So that means I am under the age of 18 if you can actually charge me. Is that right, Doc?
I'm not sure those two are linked.
You sure you don't think we ought to double check what we're doing?
With the cooking?
Yeah. Are we cool here?
Yeah, you can turn it up a touch.
Turn it up a touch?
Yeah.
You know what? I hate to pull this on you, Doc, but I'm just I'm kind of leery right now.
Of what?
I don't know. Some of these things don't logically match with me. Do you mind if I make a phone call to make sure we're doing this right?
I could use all the help I could get.
All right, guys, can you dial the phone for me? I think I gave you the number. Got a special guest on the house on the show today.
No, really? Who is it?
I hope you don't mind, but we are calling your son.
My son.
Your son, Matt.
My son, Matt's a first-year culinary student.
He is an actual chef.
Hey,
Maybe not
Johnson-
with the certificate, but
Johnson and Wells University.
that
in
is
Providence, Rhode
fantastic.
Island.
Matt, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Matt, can you tell me, am I doing this right? I've got the chicken in the, what's this called?
Achioto.
In the achiocho.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You just gotta let it go, man.
I just got to let it stew for a while?
Yeah, exactly. Good rice stew right there.
You got to run with it. That's what he's saying.
Just run with it,
Get in
okay.
get your
So,
mojo going.
I guess my last question, Matt, should I trust your dad about this dish? Does he know what he's doing?
Not. Absolutely not.
All right, okay. So we should have invited you on the show today instead of your dad.
I was just about to send your next tuition payment.